Friends, let's enjoy our new English Yuvak Bharati textbook for standard 12th. Let's have a look on content. There are 4 different sections: prose, poetry, writing skill, genre, drama. This year we are enjoying online education. So I think it is better to start poetry section first. Today we will see the first poem, that is Song of the Open Road. Let's discuss about the title. Title is very simple and easy to understand, Song of the Open Road. But there is a great deep meaning. Open road stands for free life. Here open has deep meaning. Open means poet welcomes all. Poet is free and he is not making any difference among caste, creed, religion, nationality, languages. He welcomes all, he respects all, he accepts all. And in that sense, there is a meaning of open. Poet remains open in his life. I think that's why his life has become a very beautiful, jestful, and energetic song. So let's enjoy the poem Song of the Open Road by Walt Whitman. Before starting the actual poem, let's have a look on some major points of this poem. First, we will see something about the poet. Let me tell that in the title Song of the Open Road there is a metaphor, because there is implicit comparison between open road and poet's free life. About the poet, poet is an influential American poet, an essayist, journalist, the father of free verse. O Captain, My Captain is widely popular poem. This lyrical poem is taken from his major work, that is Leaves of Grass. It throws light on qualities, traits like self-awareness, free will, tenderness of heart, poet's realization, that is taste of wisdom. It means wise judgment. Road stands for mobility of life. Life may be rich or poor. All people associate with one another, as well as he throws light on various places and people. He hates staying in one place for a long period of time, keeping the hospitality in limit. Expression of cheerfulness, responsible for his deeds, free verse, there is no rhyme scheme of course, and it has lyrical beauty. So all these are major points. It will help you while writing the appreciation. Now let us see the actual poem, the introductory part about the poet and the poem. Walt Whitman, the period is 1819 to 1892, was an American poet, essayist and journalist. Whitman is among the most influential poet in the American canon. American canon means American philosophical thinkers. आपण याला धर्मगुरू म्हणू शकतो. And is often called the father of free verse. He grew up in Huntington in a family with difficult economic status. His major work, Leaves of Grass, was published in July 1855. His O Captain, My Captain, a poem written on the death of Abraham Lincoln, is widely popular. Now about the poem. In brief, the section 1 of Song of the Open Road from Leaves of Grass is a beautiful blend of self-awareness, free will and tenderness of heart. Friends, this line is very important here because this line is the gist of the complete poem. These three feelings, these three qualities spread throughout the poem. These qualities are self-awareness, free will and tenderness of heart. Poet has created a great harmony of all these three qualities in this poem, and that's why the poem became very beautiful. It gives us poet's realization that along the journey of life one will face a test of wisdom which is not tested in any school or university. Friends, generally we are taking education in the school, colleges or university, and we are getting bookish knowledge there, but poet is giving importance to the test of wisdom, this practical knowledge, this informal knowledge. That knowledge we are not getting in the school and colleges. And if you have a you have the qualities or a blend of self-awareness, free will, and tenderness of heart, then only while living your practical life, you will get that wise judgment of life, or you will get the test of wisdom through your practical life, through your keen observation, through your experiments, through your meetings or visits or communication. Through the communication, we can we can earn the test of wisdom, that is wise judgment. And this wise judgment makes the person successful. Remember, a road is something everyone uses, whether rich or poor. Everyone has life. The person may be rich or poor, but this road, this life, forces all people to associate one another, means to relate one another, because not a single man can live alone. We all people are social people. The road signifies mobility here. Mobility means speed or movement. One can take the road as a point to start over towards something new. Whitman talks about the people and places. Whitman came in contact of various people and he visited many places. There is great importance to the people and places in his life because he is a social person, because he learnt or he got the wisdom from people as well as places. So this point also is very important. He argues against staying in one place for too long, although the hospitality may be true. He says that if you are staying at a certain place, then your life will become dull, boring. He hates such type of life. He always he wants to live active and energetic life forever. And he gives importance to the hospitality, but it is in limit. So all these points are here in this poem. Song of the Open Road. A beautiful picture of the road you are seeing here. First I will read the first stanza, but let me tell you that I will use two languages, English and Marathi, considering the different levels of students. So let's see the first stanza first. Afoot and light-hearted, I take to the open road, healthy, free, the world before me. The long brown path before me, leading wherever I choose. Afoot and light-hearted, I take to the open road. I started my journey on my foot. And while going through this journey, I feel very light-hearted. Means there is no tension, no burden, no limitation, no any framed outline, or not any restrictions are there. So I feel very free. I am enjoying complete freedom because I accepted the open road of my life. Students, here remember the meaning of open. I have explained while explaining the title, and that's why poet is light-hearted, free. Here poet says, I am healthy and free while walking through the world before me. There is a great world before me, very beautiful world. And I feel very strong, healthy, energetic, zestful. And the long brown path is before me in this world. Why brown path? Because I have accepted the natural way of life. And this brown path is leading me. Where it is leading me? It is leading me wherever I choose. It means according to my interest, according to my likes, according to my taste. Because my life is controlled by me. I have not given my life's control in another's life. It is controlled by me. It is self-disciplined. Let us say, though I am enjoying full freedom, but my life is self-controlled and self-disciplined. And whatever decisions I am taking of my life, it is according to my interest, my likes, my taste. I am not the football of others' opinion. So the ropes of my way, the ropes of my lives are in my hand. So this is the meaning, leading wherever I choose. Students, this sentence is very important because we have to live our life according to the deep sound of your heart, and poet is living his life according to his heart's sound. Okay, now I will explain in Marathi. कवी जीवनाच्या या मुक्त, पहिल्यांदा मी हे सांगेन की टायटलचं मिनिंग मराठीमधलं स्वच्छंदी जीवनाचं गाणं. आणि असं या स्वच्छंदी जीवनामध्ये जगत असताना कवीने आपला प्रवास पायी चालू ठेवलेला आहे. आणि असा प्रवास करत असताना कवीला खूप हलकं फील होत आहे. खूप छान, आनंदी, एनर्जेटिक, उत्साही अशी भावना त्याच्या मनामध्ये आहे. तो म्हणतो मी खूप स्ट्रॉंग आहे, मुक्त आहे, खूप छान आनंदाने विहार करतोय, प्रत्येक क्षणाचा आनंद मनमुरादपणे घेतोय आणि खूप मोठं जग माझ्यापुढे विस्तारलेलं आहे. इतकं सुंदर आहे की मी भरभरून लुटावं. माझ्यासमोर एक मोठा लॉंग पाथ आहे, म्हणजेच वे आहे, जो मला घेऊन जातोय. आता हा घेऊन कुठे जातोय, तर मला माझ्या डेस्टिनेशनकडे घेऊन जातोय. आणि हा पाथ मी ठरवतोय. हा पाथ मी इतरांच्या हातात कधीच दिलेला नाही आहे, कारण माझ्या जीवनाचा निर्णय फक्त मीच घेणार आहे. हा फार महत्त्वाचा मुद्दा इथे आहे. मी कोणाच्या मताचा फुटबॉल नाही आहे. माझ्या आवडीनुसार, माझ्या टेस्टनुसार, माझ्या इंटरेस्टनुसार मी माझा आयुष्याचा क्रम ठरवणार आहे. नेक्स्ट स्टँजा. Henceforth I ask not good fortune, I myself am good fortune. Henceforth I whimper no more, postpone no more, need nothing. Done with endure complaints, libraries, querulous criticism, strong in content, I travel the open road. Let us see. Look at the picture. Libraries. In the library there are various books, and some people are there, they are criticizing each other. Henceforth I ask not good fortune. Henceforth means so that I am not desiring for any good fortune in my life. I am not expecting any luck or free gift or any lottery in my life. Because I trust in self. I believe that my good fortune is in my hand. It is in my gist. It is in my fist. I am the creator of my fortune. I am the creator of my life. Then why I should demand for good fortune? Why I should wait in my life for the good fortune? Because poet says, I myself am good fortune. Good fortune is in my hand, in my deeds, in my attitude, in my nature. Henceforth, I whimper no more. If the fortune is in my hand, is there any problem of whimpering? Whimpering means complaining. There is no any problem of making complaint. So, I never make any complaint in my life. And I am enjoying my work. My work is the evergreen source of my joy. I am ever ready to do the work. I am active. I am up to date in my work. That's why I am not keeping my work pending. Pending means postpone. I am not keeping my work pending. And I am fulfilled. So I need nothing. I am not lusty. I am not hungry. Whatever I have got, I am fulfilled in all these things. Done with indoor complaints, libraries, querulous criticism. Let us see, poet highlighting his previous or past life here in these two sentences. He says, I have gone through the indoor complaints some years back in my life. I was making complaints that time. Even I visited libraries, I read many more books. didn't get the test of wisdom when I was reading the book. I was participating in querulous criticism sometimes. But now I am very aware that all these negative sides of the life are far away from me. Poet is very aware here. These are the negative sides. Once you learn to put all these negativities out of your life, definitely your life will become a happy song of life. And that's why I am away from this, so I feel very strong. My life is contented because I travel the open road. In Marathi, henceforth म्हणजे म्हणूनच आय आस्क नॉट गुड फॉर्च्यून. मी माझ्या आयुष्याचा मुक्त मार्ग स्वीकारलेला आहे आणि म्हणूनच मला कोणत्याही गुड फॉर्च्यूनची आयुष्यामध्ये अपेक्षा नाही आहे. कारण मी असा विश्वास ठेवतोय की मी स्वतःच गुड फॉर्च्यून आहे. माझं फॉर्च्यून माझ्या हातामध्ये आहे, माझ्या मुठीमध्ये आहे. मी माझ्या आयुष्याचा शिल्पकार आहे. माझे विचार मला घडवणार आहेत. तर मग मी गुड फॉर्च्यूनसाठी वेटिंग का करायचं? का वाट बघून मी माझा वेळ वाया घालवायचा? आणि माझ्या कर्मावर माझा विश्वास असल्या कारणाने कोणाविषयी तक्रार करण्याचा प्रश्न माझ्या आयुष्यामध्ये येतच नाही. किंबहुना हा थॉटच माझ्या मनाला स्पर्श करत नाही आहे. आणि मी कामामध्ये आनंद घेते. काम हाच माझ्या आनंदाचा सोर्स आहे. त्यामुळे वर्क पोस्टपोन करण्याचा एक प्रश्नच येत नाही आहे. मी माझं काम एकदम ॲक्टिव्ह राहून करतो आहे. कधी ते पेंडिंगला टाकत नाही. पोस्टपोन करणे म्हणजे पेंडिंगला टाकणे. कारण माझं काम हा माझ्या आनंदाचा सोर्स आहे. आणि जे काही मला मिळालेलं आहे त्याच्यामध्ये मी इतकी तृप्त आहे, समाधानी आहे की मला खूप काही अजून हे हवं आहे, ते हवं आहे असा आधासी पण माझ्या लाईफमध्ये राहिलेलंच नाही आहे. कवी या 2 ओळीमध्ये थोडासा आपल्या पास्ट लाईफवर प्रकाश टाकतायत बघा. कवी म्हणतात की माझ्या पास्ट लाईफमध्ये मी थोडंसं कंप्लेंट्स करत होतो. त्याशिवाय लायब्ररीमध्ये जात होतो. खूप सारी पुस्तकं मी वाचली, पण मला कधीही टेस्ट ऑफ विजडम तिथे मिळालेलं नाही आहे. त्याशिवाय जरा कधी मी क्वारलस क्रिटिसिझम म्हणजे कोणावर दोष देणं, इतरांच्यावर दोषारोप करणं, कोणाला नावं ठेवणं, टीका मुद्दाम करणं, कोणाचे वीक पॉईंट शोधून काढणं. बघा साईडला बरीचशी मंडळी असं करताना दिसत आहेत. तर अशा सगळ्या निगेटिव्ह फिलिंग्समध्ये मी राहत होतो. आणि त्यामुळे त्यावेळी माझं आयुष्य हे हॅप्पी सॉन्ग नव्हतं. पण मी आता जाणीवपूर्वक मला स्वतःला यापासून वेगळं ठेवले. कारण मला लक्षात आलं आहे ही आयुष्याची निगेटिव्ह साईड आहे. आणि यापासून जर आपण दूर राहिलं तरच माझ्या जीवनाचं गाणं तयार होणार आहे, सुंदर गाणं तयार होणार आहे. आणि हे मी केलं आहे. म्हणूनच तर मी खूप स्ट्रॉंग आहे, म्हणजे खूप मजबूत, छान, एकदम एनर्जेटिक फील करतो आहे, समाधानी, तृप्त आहे. कारण मी माझ्या आयुष्याचा ओपन रोड स्वीकारलेला आहे. मी सगळ्या निगेटिव्हिटीजपासून स्वतःला दूर ठेवलेलं आहे. हेच तर यशस्वी जीवनाचा राज आहे. चला पुढे जाऊया. The earth that is sufficient. I do not want the constellation any nearer. I know they are very well where they are. I know they suffice for those who belong to them. In this stanza, one word is new to you, perhaps, constellation. In our textbook, 2 different meanings are given here. The first meaning of constellation is given fate, destiny, ज्याला आपण लक म्हणतो. Second meaning is influential group of people. Influential group of people means we can say the politicians or some reputed people, rich people whose help we can take in our life. So these people are called an influential group of people. In this stanza, we get poet's great trust and belief in self. And poet's realization also we are getting here. Let us see the earth that is sufficient. Poet says the only planet earth is sufficient for me. I don't want any more other planets. to help me in my life. I don't want any gems, any precious stones that will help me to make my life happy, to make my life easy. No need of them. I don't want any stars, Jupiter, Mars, Neptune, etc. etc. Because only the planet Earth is sufficient for me. I don't believe in, in the stars, that the stars will help me and make my life successful. I say, here poet says that only the earth is sufficient for me because I am the creator of my life. My life is in my feast, in my deeds, in my attitude. I do not want constellation any near to me. I don't want all these stars, the influential group of people near to me, that they would come and help me in my life. I don't want to take the help of them. So self realization is there. Great trust, belief in self is there. I know they are very well where they are. But here, poet explains his own thought. The same time, he respects others also. He is not criticizing others' life. Because many more people are there, they are taking the help of constellation. They are wearing number of stones in the rings, finger rings. They are expecting the Mars would come and help me. Poet here says that there is a great awareness in in the mind of poet, that he says wherever the constellations are and wherever these people are, they are right at their places. If the people are taking the help of constellation, I don't criticize them. I respect their way of life because both are suitable for each other. Let us see. This sentence is very important because while living life, we have to keep such type of attitude. Everyone's nature is different. I should not expect that other people should live the life according to my opinions. So he respects others also. I know they suffice for those who belongs to them. Here poet says that they suffice for those. These constellations are for these people because these people are suitable for that. मराठीमध्ये जी अर्थ मला मिळालेली आहे, सुंदर अशी रमणीय भूप्रदेश असलेली ही जी पृथ्वी आहे, या पृथ्वीवर मी इतका सुखी आहे, समाधानी आहे, आनंदी आहे, सक्सेसफुल आहे, यशस्वी आहे. त्यामुळे मला आकाशातल्या तारकांची मदत घेण्याची गरज नाही वाटत आहे. म्हणजे खूप साऱ्या अशा कुठल्या ग्रहांच्या अंगठ्या घालणं किंवा कुठला तरी एखादा ग्रह माझ्यावर फिदा व्हावा, खुश व्हावा आणि मग मला त्यानं मदत करावी आणि माझं आयुष्य सोपं व्हावं म्हणून मी त्या ग्रहाची वाट बघायची की ती कधी माझ्या पत्रिकेतला ग्रह फिरतोय. तर असं काही मला गरज वाटत नाही आहे. किंवा कुठले इन्फ्लुएन्शियल पीपल यावे आणि त्यांनी माझं आयुष्य सोपं करावं अशी कधी मी इच्छाच बाळगत नाही आहे. पण असं म्हणत असताना कवी इतकी सावधानता ठेवत आहेत की ज्या काही व्यक्ती अशा पद्धतीचं आयुष्य जगत आहेत ते त्या पण गोष्टीचं वेलकम करत आहेत, स्वागत करत आहेत. ते त्यांना क्रिटिसाइज करत नाहीत, त्यांना नावं ठेवत नाही आहेत. कारण कवी म्हणतात की ते त्यांच्या त्यांच्या जागेवर अगदी व्यवस्थित आहेत, ठीक आहेत, करेक्ट आहेत. कॉन्स्टिलेशन आणि ही जी लोकं आहेत त्यांच्यामध्ये कुठेतरी एक रिलेशन, एक बॉन्ड आहे. तर ते त्यांच्या जागी ठीक आहेत, मी त्यांना क्रिटिसाइज करत नाही. बघा, इतरांच्या आयुष्याचं स्वागत करणं, इतरांच्या विचारांना रिस्पेक्ट देणं हा खूप महत्त्वाचा गुण आहे आपल्या आयुष्यामध्ये आणि म्हणूनच आपल्या आयुष्याचं गाणं हे आनंदी होऊ शकतं. आपण सक्सेसफुल आयुष्य जगू शकतो. ओके, पुढे जाऊया. Last stanza of this poem, poet's delicate thoughts in his mind, his tender feelings of heart we are getting. Still here I carry my old delicious burden. I carry them, men and women. I carry them with me wherever I go. I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. I am filled with them and I will fill them in return. Let us see. Still here I carry my old delicious burden. Here delicious burden means loving people, sweet memories of loving people, very delicate memories like the flowers. Flower has a smell the same way. There are loving memories in the heart of poet, and that memories always give sweet smell to him. Still here I carry my old delicious burden, though I am far away from my loving people, the people who have taken great care of me, who nourished my mind, who imbued me, who gave me lot of love, sweet memories. All these are my loving people. And these loving people might be some men and women. Here's men and women means parents, friends, some relatives, etc. we can take. The memory of all these living people has become a great souvenir for me, and I have kept this souvenir deep in my heart. So I carry the memory of my loving people, which is my delicious burden, and I carry them wherever I go. I carry these memories all the time, everywhere, forever. And I swear, I take an oath that it is not possible for me to forget them. To get rid of them means to forget them. Not possible, because forever these memories are permanent in my life. I am filled with them. My life has fulfilled by the memories of my loving people. There is great love in the heart of the poet about his loving people, and here we get poet's accountability, responsibility. He is very aware. He says that I am filled with the great love of my loving people. That's why I know very well that in return I have to give many more things to my loving people. I have to take care of them. I have to give, or I have to return a great love to them which I have got earlier in my life. मराठीमध्ये बघा, डिलिशियस बर्डन म्हणजे छान खूप गोड आठवणी आपल्या आईवडिलांच्या असतील, आपल्या मित्रांच्या असतील, किंवा कुठल्या रिलेटिव्हच्या असतील, की ज्यांनी आपलं आयुष्य छान सजवलेलं आहे, ज्यांनी आपल्याला वेळोवेळी मदत केलेली आहे, ज्यांनी आपल्याला वेळोवेळी आपल्या मनाला खूप छान आधार दिलेला आहे, काळजी घेतलेली आहे. तर या सगळ्यांच्या ज्या आठवणी आहेत त्या सगळं डिलिशियस बर्डन आहे. पहा, जसं हातामध्ये आपण फुलांची ओंजळ घेतल्यानंतर त्याचं एक लाईट वेट असतं, पण ते वेट किती सुगंधी असतं ना, तसं हे सुगंधी असं बर्डन कवीच्या मनामध्ये आहे. त्याच्या प्रिय व्यक्तींचं बर्डन आहे ते, जे हवं हवंसं वाटणार आहे. आणि कवी म्हणतो, जर मी त्यांच्यापासून खूप दूरवर असलो तरी हे या ज्या आठवणी आहेत त्या सतत माझ्याबरोबर असणार आहेत. मी त्यांना माझ्याबरोबर घेऊन जातो आहे. आता या आठवणीमध्ये कोण कोण असू शकतं? काही स्त्रिया आहेत तर, आणि काही पुरुषांच्या आहेत, म्हणजे जसे वडील वगैरे असतील, काही फ्रेंड्स वगैरे असतील. त्यांना मी जिथं कुठं मी जातो प्रत्येक ठिकाणी या आठवणी माझ्या समवेत असतात. एकही असा क्षण नाही की मी त्यांच्या आठवणीशिवाय राहू शकतो. फॉर एव्हर एव्हरीवेअर, जिथं कुठं जातो तिथं प्रत्येक ठिकाणी या आठवणी माझ्या समवेत असतात. हा माझा आनंदाचा ठेवा आहे. आणि मी शपथ घेऊन सांगतो की हे मला शक्य नाही, त्यांना विसरणं मला कधीच शक्य नाही आहे. त्या आठवणीशिवाय माझं आयुष्य अपूर्ण आहे. मी या आठवणीनं परिपूर्ण झालो आहे, तृप्त झालेलो आहे. आणि म्हणूनच मला याची पूर्ण जाणीव आहे की त्याच्या बदल्यात मला त्यांना खूप काही द्यायचं आहे, खूप प्रेम द्यायचं आहे, त्यांच्या काही जबाबदाऱ्या मला उचलायच्या आहेत. ही माझी कर्तव्य बुद्धी आहे. मला वाटतं सर्व तुमचे डाऊट्स क्लिअर झालेले असतील. सो लेट्स एन्जॉय द पोएम. थँक्यू.